Good morning, everybody. I just missed the sunrise. I actually wanted to record the sunrise for you, but got here just a little bit too late. I was watching it while I was driving here though, and let me tell you, it was gorgeous. Once again, I got up early this morning, and lately I've been seeing a lot more kites, and I also saw the first stork my first stork of the year. And in the summertime in this area there are usually lots of storks, lots of red kites. So I was thinking that we might find some good stuff here today. Let's enjoy this beautiful morning together. Let's go. It is actually still pretty cold. As you can see, I'm walking in the shade, so it's a little bit chilly, to be honest. Shoot. I can actually see a stork. There's a nest, a stork's nest over there, and it's actually occupied. That's a little wren up there in the tree. I actually just saw a rabbit. Unfortunately, well, of course, it saw me before I even realized. It ran away, but I know where he went. So we might sit down and wait for it to come back. I am sitting here waiting for the rabbit to come back out, but I can actually hear a pheasant calling in the distance. So I'm not sure if I should wait or should I go look for that pheasant. When you're waiting for something to happen, it's always the struggle of, do I wait more or do you leave because nothing's happening and you might find some better opportunities elsewhere? I don't know. Okay, well, no rabbit footage. I actually want to walk around a little bit more. Also over there's that stork's nest. I would like to put up my tripod, get some footage. Oh, there's a pheasant! Yes! I knew I heard one. Oh, the stork's coming back. Okay, he's gonna fly up now again. Okay, so we did see storks so far. No kites though. actually no birds of prey at all. Oh, that's a cool gull. Had a black hat. So in my last videos I actually talked a little bit less, or when I did talk I recorded it back at home, which is, to be honest, a little bit more relaxing for me because I can write the stuff down I want to say, whereas when I'm out and about I have to come up with the stuff on spot. And I would actually appreciate some feedback if you prefer the videos where I talk while I'm outside, or do you prefer the videos where there's a little bit more music, a little less talking, or maybe you prefer a little bit of both. Thank you. Shoot, there's a pheasant right in front of me. What the heck? Okay, we found a pheasant that was surprisingly close to us. Didn't get any good photos, but it doesn't matter. That was something that was just about the experience, not about the photos. I think sometimes in wildlife photography you have to actually take a step back. So when that pheasant showed up just 2 or 3 meters away from me, it was not about the photos. It was about the moment. My fingers are so cold they're not working properly anymore. So it's really difficult for me to work the buttons at the moment. It's a lot colder than I anticipated this morning, to be honest. There's a red kite actually that just landed on the fields, but it is really far away. Oh, he's right above us. Yes! Beautiful! I was just waiting for that. Okay. There, yep. It's funny how with wildlife photography it's always a fragile balance between the waiting game, aka patience, and letting things go. Because like this morning when I was sitting on that open field waiting for the rabbit to come back out, I felt like it's not worth the wait. And as I was standing on that hill right now, waiting for the kite to fly away again, I was actually so close to saying, okay, well, whatever, let's leave. I didn't though, and the patience paid off. My faith in humanity was actually just restored. Just as I was talking, just as I stopped that recording because I could hear there was a car behind me coming up. And that driver stopped right next to me, and I was like, oh, what's going on? Like, do you want to give me a lecture because I was standing on the hill and not on the trail itself, whatever? And he handed me this booklet, it seems, about birds in the area. I'm not quite sure what it is exactly, but that was so nice. He said, you look like a bird person. You look like you're interested in birds. And I'm like, heck yeah. Kite incoming. Oh, there's a second kite though, in that direction. I'm back in my car now, obviously. That second kite unfortunately was too far away, but we did get a couple of good shots of kites flying right above us. And I think overall this was pretty successful. When I got here this morning, I said, oh, last year in summer there were lots of storks, there were lots of red kites, and we did see storks and kites, and also pheasants and some ducks. I'm not quite sure what they're called in English. I will figure it out, but it was a pretty successful morning, I would say. I hope you enjoyed this little video, and hopefully we will see each other again next time. Have a great day. Bye.